Hey, what's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5 The Phantom X. So in today's video, guys, we're going to be going over entire Koromaru's kit here. Seen inside of this trailer, we'll be able to look at that as well. So I'm very interested to see exactly what this character does end up doing here, especially since we know the dog himself is very, very close to a lot of people's hearts. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're also going to be breaking everything down here because they do have it in English as well. Thank you to the P5X News and Info website, or News and Info page here. But we're going to go ahead and do this now. So let's get to it. Make sure everything's turned on up so you guys can actually hear real quick. All right, let's see what we got in store. We need to make sure this dog is freaking him. Either way, I'm getting him, but like, we gotta make sure the dog is crazy. Of course, we get our little story with him, which is great. And of course, Runa would be one of the freaking people in the story. Koromaru's like, yeah? Question mark? Like, really? Oh, snap. Dude, he's so adorable, though. I won't even lie. Makoto over here like, hey, yo, chill down. Chill out. It's not that serious, I swear. I do kind of wish though we were able to have like social links with the collab units though. That would have been freaking awesome. All right, now we're getting to the interesting stuff. So we do know he is a cursed debuffer. So let's see in what way is he helping us out. He has somewhat of a weakness implant from what I've known. But oh, that's a cool little activation. I think that's his like select partner skill, I think, or something like that. What the heck? What? Okay, wait. So there's electric. There was an electric debuff there. There's an ice debuff. I think the first one was a fire debuff. And that weapon looks cool. All right, cool. He has a sturdy skill. Yeah, that's a cool freaking weapon. I actually don't see anything like crit damage there, so weapon is going to be interesting. It's probably really tailored to like his kit, so we'll have to see. This is going to be a great time to start TW at this point because, bro, the dog is coming eventually, like next week, I think, for us. So I'm like, ooh. Not next week, but the week after, which is going to be so freaking awesome. Look at the good boy. He puts that, oh my god. He's so cute. Dude, I love this dang dog. This is like the best part of the P3R collab. Was that it? Yes, it was it. So, as you guys know, we are going to have a bunch of other events and stuff like that that's going to be happening soon. But this is all going to be about his kit. So let's go ahead and dive straight in. We have the A0 called City Top's Dog. And at the start of the battle, Koromaru can select manually one ally as his owner. Or I think like a lot of people were calling it his partner. And then he can use Hound's Hunt based on specific conditions. After selecting the owner, Koromaru will automatically use his assist skill. Ooh, meaning we get a buff, obviously, immediately, which is going to be great. And Koromaru's Sturgy can inflict with Soul Hunt, inflicting the target with fire, electric, ice, or for an attribute downgrade. Yeah, so he has a makeshift Oracle skill 3. Interesting. But this is inside of just his regular passive here. When using certain persona skills to attack foes with Soul Hunt, then grant all allies Loyal Howl, increasing their attack percentage, damage bonus, and 30 damage amp by a certain amount. So yeah, he's meant to be with he's definitely meant to be with C's. And it does seem kind of interesting because he is giving us an attack percent buff and a damage increase buff. So not bad. Let's see what else we got here. When selecting a C's member as the owner, they can use the assist skill menu to command KOROMARU to use his persona skills. Oh, this is going to be cool. They can use other assist skills as normal. When not selecting a C's member as the owner at the start of the turn, KOROMARU will automatically use persona skills based on their attributes. After selecting the owner, KOROMARU will no longer have his own actions, but can still activate KOROMARU's start and end turn effects at the end of the thing. So the weird part is, right, is no matter what, he's going to be doing a persona skill, right? If the owner is C's, he's automatically able to do this and use their assist skill menu. Awesome, you can do all that good stuff. If they're not, though, he still does somewhat the same thing, but he doesn't use his assist skill menu at all. And he's only going off of the persona's skill, what is it called, attribute. So what I'm understanding, and maybe I might be wrong here, if he connects to, like, I don't know, let's just say CNY Rin, because she's like a character that's coming out on global soon, right? If he connects to like CNY Rin, he will use most likely only a fire-based persona skill that's going to be built in him. Now, the thing is, it seems like he's only able to do fire, electric, and ice. So he is a little bit limited with that attribute downgrade. So I'm gonna have to see exactly how this works, but they might explain it a little bit more. Now, the attribute downgrade, we already are familiar with it. Null, repel, and drain become resist. Resist becomes normal. Normal becomes weak. And weak makes it into more weak damage. So yeah, it's pretty much Oracle what he has here, which is going to be interesting. Now we have his first skill called Black Inferno. Deals curse damage to all foes equal to a certain percent attack. Increases damage taken to foes. Alongside of this, it does the same effect that other persona skills do, and they don't stack. Now, this does increase your fire damage taken or the enemy's fire damage taken and has a best chance to inflict burn. It does have the attribute downgrade. So if it does downgrade it, it ignores all affinities and decrease their down points. If the target has fire attribute downgrade, it increases the skill damage and ignores all affinities and decreases down points more. That's cool. So I really think this is going to be a cool looking little skill here. No matter what, he's definitely going to be using this bad boy, because it is helping out on increasing damage taken. But it also is very interesting to see that it's mainly primarily going for the fire side. So he is going to be very helpful for fire units too. Now, skill 2, Scarlet Flash. Curse damage to all foes to a certain percent of attack. Increases foes damage taken by a certain percent. And then skills do not stack, of course. This is more of our electric one, which is why we saw him take a electric affinity and shock a person with it. If they, of course, do have this affinity, it does attribute downgrade, and this will increase the skill damage of the electricity and ignores all affinities and decreases down points. So, yeah, so as you can see, Akihiko is in this team. He's the main DPS here. So obviously, this is going to be helping out Akihiko's team. If we go back up here and we check who's the main DPS here, we got CNY Rin. Seeing it's an AoE debuff, yes, it would make sense that he's going with an AoE member instead of a single target member, but it is interesting that they put CNY Rin there, so it might correlate a decent bit to each other. We'll just have to see how that does work though. But then they have Junpei in the team, which is CNY Rin's new dedicated person, so I mean, like, it can pretty darn well work. Now we have to check out the skill 3 here. Silver Frost. This one deals damage to all foes, increases damage taken to these people as well, just like the other two ones, and has a chance to inflict freeze. If they attribute downgrade, you guys already know what's going to happen. Increases your skill damage and ignores all affinities and decreases the down points. So that's always going to be cool as well. Our main DPS here is going to be Summer Puppet, which makes sense because it's an AoE debuffer. So this is kind of interesting to see that they actually have a debuffer that can go across all the boards. And he honestly does assist a decent bit with the debuffs that he's giving. Now, based on the buffs that he gives, that's going to be very questionable, because technically he could be very, very helpful, especially as a debuffer. This might be our first time seeing a debuffer that is insanely nice, right? But it really does depend. Now, it doesn't seem like he's bound to his awareness 0. It seems like he's, no matter what, going to be able to give you the attack percent and damage bonus percent. But obviously, since he does have 3rd G damage amp, he is going to want to be with C's related members. So we got to see what them percentages are looking like, definitely, because I feel like this could be very good or it could be very bad, depending on exactly how they do this here. No matter what, I'm still getting the dog. I don't care if he's bad or not. But 3rd G, Hounds of Hades, the use condition is 70 3rd G, so it is a higher 3rd G. Deals curse damage, inflicts soul hunt, and decreases the target's defense, which was that cool little slash around attack. I really do like a bunch of slash attacks here. Looks freaking awesome. We have the assist skill that he automatically uses. This permanently decreases all foes' defense percentage and then restores 3rd G energy based on this. Cool part is the assist skill itself isn't really bound, which is awesome. He's still able to use this no matter what team he's in, which is also cool to see. And that means a permanent defense debuff. So that's always great. And as I thought, okay, so he didn't have any crazy crit damage thing that was landing on the first one here. As we see, it's element accuracy. So we are probably going to have to build an interesting set for this guy here. And after using Hound's Hunt, or after KOROMARU manually uses a persona skills, it permanently increases our attack percent by a certain percent. Ooh, wait, he might actually be crazy, because he gives out all attack percent, and he increases the crit damage to all allies as well, if you're able to do an attribute downgrade, which is actually kind of interesting to see as well for a 5-star weapon. So this might be very good, especially if we're using him for the debuffer to try and get as many buffs as possible too. I can see that they're really trying to experiment a little bit more. He might be our best debuffer yet. He might be our best debuffer yet. So we'll have to see. Then we have his talent 1, Smart and Nimble. Whenever inflicting burn, shock, freeze, increase their damage as well. Lasts for 2 whole turns. Loyal Dog. Whenever he's on the field, increases attack percent for every amount of element accuracy, and other allies attack percent based on his element accuracy as well. So cool. Then we have his awarenesses. Now his awarenesses, you guys already know I don't really care too much on this, but I do want to talk about them. A1, Wolf. After Hound's Hunt, KOROMARU manually uses a persona skill, permanently increasing all allies' crit damage. Oh, Jesus. Okay. When the owner takes damage that will KO them, you survive the attack. Oh, he has A2 of Futaba. And then restores them to max HP, because, okay, Futaba made it so they live only 1 HP. But he makes them so they live on 1 HP and restores them to max HP. So actually, that is an insanely good A1. That's actually nice, because we get the crit damage buff. We then are able to survive an attack, which is great. I do like that A1. That's actually crazy. A2, whenever we're inflicting an attribute downgrade, it additionally will then increase our attack percent and defense percent. Interesting. So first time I've actually seen a defense percent buff. Interesting to see how they're trying to slide that on in there. But that's cool. We have the A4, Moonlight Howling. 3rd G, when dealing curse damage, ignores foes' curse resistance and permanently increases target damage taken. Cool. Then, of course, we look at A6, being Brave Warrior. At the start of KOROMARU's turn, it automatically activates Judgment of Hades, inflicts all foes with Fire, Elect, Ice attribute downgrade. Additionally, increase this set downgrade with weak damage taken, and of course the element damage taken. Interesting. Nothing too crazy. It is pretty darn awesome. Similar to Futaba's A6 as well. So I would say pretty darn cool. This is a character that's going to be insanely nice, to be honest, that I feel like I can't wait to actually play with here. So you guys let me know down below how y'all feel about the doggo, no matter what I'm pulling for him. And if you want to join me on TW and add me, be sure to let me know. I'll have my ID in the comment section to add you as well. But we'll see exactly what happens. Till then, everybody, peace out.